Across Alberta, school sport is more than just competition. It's about community, developing character, and growth. We are proud to unveil our new name, School Sport Alberta. Rooted in integrity, driven by access, and powered by opportunity, this new brand reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach, and school across the province. From championship events that inspire, to mentorship for athletic directors, to new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality beef and bring the best in nutrition to the plate. With unmatched nutritional value, beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein-packed to keep muscles strong, helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite, and its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
Welcome back to the Saville Centre. Western Canada Redhawks, Jasper Place Rebels, 40 minutes for one berth to the Provincial Championship gold medal game. Welcome back, everybody. Connor Toffin joined by Riley Turgeon. It's been an excellent day of basketball so far, but we've seen some blowouts. In this one, Rebels, Redhawks, we're expecting a game that is a lot closer than what we've seen so far today.
Yeah, I think so. Both these teams have played each other already three times this year, I believe. And it should be a competitive one today.
Rebels own the season series 2-1. Let's take a quick look at how both of these teams got here. It has been a relatively tight path for Western Canada, getting past William Aberhart by just 6 points in the, we'll call it, quarterfinal game. Both teams had received that first round bye, and then Jasper Place with a 19-point victory over Cardston. Cardston dominated in round one, 91-67. William Aberhart in two close games took down another very large school, Harry Ainley, 79-71. So here we are. The Redhawks always put forward competitive men's teams, always put forward competitive women's teams. It is a massive high school out of the south, out of Calgary, Jasper Place Rebels, Metro City champions out of Edmonton this year, 24-3. It should be a tight one. Notably, for the Redhawks, they have won 6 provincial goals, but it's been a while. 1989, they went back to back to back to back, and then they took a long break, and then back to back again in 2010, 2011, and 2011, 2012, hoping to get back into contention for a gold medal. And we know what the Rebels defense can bring. They are fast, they're quick. You just look at their warm-up. It is intense. What do the Rebels have to do to break that down today? Or sorry, the Redhawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it'll be tough sledding for the Redhawks today against this Jasper Place defense. They switch everything. The team prioritizes defense to spark their energy. You know, they produce these really elite defensive metrics during the regular season this year, and they got length all throughout this lineup. So they're going to be a tough code to crack.
We're going to throw it to our in-house announcer for the land acknowledgement and national anthem coming right up. Redhawks, Rebels. Should be a good one.
At this time,
Rebels are so pumped up, they don't even want to stop their warm-ups yet. Getting every single second out of it in preparation for this championship game. Here we go.
Respects the histories, languages, and cultures of the First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. At this time, I ask you to please rise to the table and remove your hands for the playing of our national anthem.
Here we go, Rebels, Redhawks, for a chance to play for a provincial championship gold medal. Raymond won earlier against McGrath, 89-60. The Comets look dominant. They're not going to be an easy team to play for the winner of this game, but this one feels like it's going to be a tight one, and no doubt, whoever wins, they're going to have a fighting chance. Two good teams doing battle. The Rebels on the other side, they've come close recently. In 2017, they did have an undefeated season. Pretty rare to see at this level of basketball. They won a provincial championship in that year. However, a provincial championship loss in 2023 and won the year before that in 2016. They have 18 alumni from Jasper Place that are currently playing in post-secondary right now as well. City champions in 2016, 2017, 2023, and 2026. They are elite defensively. On the other side, the Redhawks, very good team. Riley, they've come into this year, they used to play super fast, but since then they have dealt with a ton of injury. They've had adversity throughout the season, and now they've become more of a half-court team. They've had to slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting chess match here for the Redhawks and Rebels. The Rebels love to switch everything. They're defensive specialists, and this Redhawks team been banged up. They have to resort more to a half-court offense. We'll see how that looks against this punishing defense from Jasper Place.
Redhawks are a bit of an older team. If it is to happen, this could be the year. Alicia Newman, number 9, watch out for her. Started on a gold medal Alberta U17 team. She's committed to the Dinos. Amanda Gus is signed to play at UBC. Kyle Bednarik to the University of Saskatchewan. This team has a ton of talent. It will be Rebels with first possession, and here we go. Winner will play Raymond.
Western going with a 2-3 zone look early on here.
Backer, an early 3 won't go. Rebound taken in by Abby Holt. That one won't go either. Holt fights for the rebound again. Back outside, looking for Bosenius, and it's knocked out of bounds. Good opening defensive possession for the Redhawks.
Time to see what this Rebels defense looks like.
Here is Alicia Newman, who we were just talking about. One of the best women's players in the province. Gives it up to Schmidt. Goes back to Amanda Gus. Steps back, now charges towards the rim. Outside, open look. Newman for 3, no. saved, and it goes right into the hands of the Rebels. Backer with it. Postorero tries down the right side, spinning to the left, back up with the right. Tried the scoop layup, doesn't go. And lots of contact down low, but they'll say first that Holt traveled.
Jasper's got two pretty tall post players down there, Postorero and Holt, able to scoop up all those rebounds. That's something to watch against this Redhawks team right here.
Newman feeds it inside, well defended by Holt. And a possession arrow, held ball, it'll go to the Redhawks. Here's Bednarik, fast. Looked like Schmidt wanted the elbow jumper for a moment. See that right knee brace on Schmidt. There's Newman, the shot. As we mentioned, the Redhawks have been dealing with injury all year long. There's a shot and it's in. Rebels open up the scoring.
First bucket of the game here for the Rebels, looking to get settled in and see what this Redhawks half-court offense looks like after having to resort to that after the multitude of injuries on this team.
Three, no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Looks like the foul is going to be called on the Redhawks. First foul of the game.
Yeah, early on here, it looks like rebounding might be a struggle for this Redhawks team. Haven't really been able to corral any boards with these two tall players for Jasper Place down low.
Backer, hand off to Postorero. Long pass up top will go to Caitlin Klimek. Spinning around just inside the free throw lane as she's fading, puts it up at the right. It's too strong, and here comes Amanda Gus. Just came back for playoffs, has been dealing with a foot issue for a large portion of the season. There's a shot, won't go. Another shot blocked. Busenius. And here come the Rebels the other way. Postorero. Rebels keeping the frantic pace that they love to play at. Klimek gives it to Busenius. Busenius was so good in that Metro City Championship and draws a foul here. She's going to go to the line for a couple free throws.
Nice take by Busenius there. Get to the rack. Looking for a pair early on here. And an early substitution for the Redhawks.
Busenius the shot. Wanted to bring this up early. Talk about a team who's been dealing with injuries, and of course at this point of the year, every basketball player is going to be feeling aches, pains, bumps and bruises, cuts and scratches. But maybe the Redhawks a little more so. And with the Rebels' pace in this game, that could cause some issues.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something you always keep in the back of your mind is, you know, who's healthy and who's on their last legs kind of thing. You know, this Rebels team likes to push the pace, so it'll be interesting to see how these Redhawks respond.
Foul called against Holt, and that will send Abinda to the line for two. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, Riley, you've been dealing with adversity all year long, and in the semifinals, it feels like a team with the Western Canada Redhawks that can probably roll with any punches that are thrown at them.
Definitely. This is a team with a lot of pedigree, and you know what? I'm sure they like to be counted out. I think they want to be the underdogs here because that just makes the win even sweeter.
They do a reseeding coming into these games, so the four final teams are reseeded 1 through 4. The Rebels are the 2 seed. The Redhawks are the 3 seed.
Abinda everywhere early on. Missed that open layup but gets the steal on the other end.
Gus down low. Here's a chance for the 2. Kyla Bednarik.
Nice find by Gus Bednarik. Down low, puts that one in easy.
Quick shot with the right is good. Grace Backer making an impact early. 4-point lead for the Rebels. Bednarik Quick swing pass, open three, taken, no good. That was Galkaskady.
I'm really liking this ball movement by the Redhawks. They talked about their half-court offense, and they've been working on it due to all these injuries, and it looks pretty crisp right now.
Now entering the game for Western, number 5, Juliana DeWall. And placed out by number 2, Amanda Gus.
Juliana DeWall checking into the game for Amanda Gus. DeWall's got it now. Quickly gives it up to Ashley Newman. Newman goes up, takes contact. Hard foul, and Newman will earn that trip to the line. Trying to cut this Rebels lead into half early.
It's a 2-shot foul. Up for the pair is Ashley Newman.
Two provincial powerhouses doing battle. Newman misses the first free throw. One thing I love about high school basketball, Riley, is you have teams that are around, you have good programs, but it doesn't feel like anyone is able to dominate for long periods of time. And in games like today's, especially in a season series where the Rebels have won 2 of 3, so each team have taken a game from each other, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. There's never a clear-cut favorite in a league like this, you know? Like, it's fun to watch. Both these teams battle it out. You're starting at the same level, really, so it's a real treat to watch both these teams go head-to-head.
Good find along the baseline for Busenius, but couldn't make the layup. And the rebound will go to Galkaskady. Women's basketball has grown so much everywhere, but in Alberta especially, so much more talent right now than you could argue that there's ever been before. Always been able to produce good talent out of here, but it is growing. Sport as a whole of basketball, kind of throughout Canada, getting bigger and bigger right now.
Absolutely.
Backer contested. No good. See that all the way up to the WNBA on the women's side. Producing a lot of talent from up north right now. Stepped on the baseline, Newman.
Newman's still hunting for a basket here. Steps out of bounds, trying to get that pass off. In the notes that the coaches provided us, they labeled her as the do-it-all competitive kind of player, and you kind of see that early on there.
Not a ton of scoring yet in this game, just 8 points total. Rebels with 6 of them. And we got a whistle, and looks like we got another possession that's going to end without a point. Foul way away from the ball. Here's Gus. Leaves it for DeWall. Back up top. Galkaskady now down low. There's a chance for Abinda. Puts it in with the left.
Nice move by Abinda. Down low. Little shimmy shake. Nice layup.
Polsteraro. Sizing up her defender. Drives to the lane. Blocked by Abinda.
She's everywhere right now. Offense, defense. Right there, down low, too.
Abinda, not a lot of room. Finds a touch of space, but can't get the layup to go. Not a bad take there for Abinda, though. Rebels bring it back up court. This is Polsteraro. Fouled. Looks like Galkaskady got the hands in the cookie jar.
Polsteraro just charging through the paint there. Looking to take a pair to the scoreboard.
No matter how much you know about the games or the teams playing in them, it feels like every provincial championship, you learn something. Every game kind of takes on a feel. Every championship tournament, championship weekend can take on a feel. And so far, here at the Saville Centre, it feels to me the identity of the basketball this Friday in the last 2 games and in the first quarter so far here today is that it has been physical.
Yeah, definitely. People are taking shots left and right on this court today. It's been more like a a wrestling ring than it has been a basketball court. And that just has to go with the tournament, you know? Like, if you can't win by talent, win by force.
Foul called on the floor. It'll go against the Rebels. They're fourth, so with their next, Western Canada will go to the bonus. Western Canada with 3 fouls on the other side as well. We've had a foul per minute so far early. Into the post, and there's another one. Another one against the Rebels. There we go. Looked like they were going to inbound for a moment, but the Redhawks are now into the bonus. Seen a lot of bonus foul shots today, especially in the first quarter. Normally it takes a little bit for the fouling to really pick up, but it started happening right away in this game. Didn't take these two teams very long to become acclimated to each other. As we mentioned, they've played each other 3 times already this year. Caitlin Klimek picked up the foul on that one, and Newman's at the free throw line, misses the first. Polsterero will move it to Backer. Polsterero again, down low, found a shot with the right, but couldn't put it through, and it'll be Western Canada ball.
Yeah, Jasper's struggling right now on offense in the half-court sets. They're trying to feed it down low the post to Polsterero, but she's getting smothered right now by that Redhawks defense.
Gus, open, 2, long one, halfway down. And that is how this first quarter has gone for the Redhawks. That one looked like it couldn't miss for Bednarik. It was most of the way in. And just rimmed right back out. Here's the shot for Holt. It's in. 5-point lead for the Rebels.
Yeah, the Rebels are getting some really high percentage looks right now. Just can't seem to get the ball to drop.
3, Gus, they need one to fall. That one won't. And it'll be Backer quickly working it up to Paneluk. Paneluk, the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bednarik. Gus leaves it for Schmidt. Works it quickly back to Newman. Yet to find a rhythm so far. Now goes to the left, up with the left, no good. Rebounded again by Backer.
Newman's still looking for her shot to fall. Has been able to get into the paint with quite ease, but just can't seem to get that ball to go through the hoop.
Polsterero, free throw line J, no. They talk about shooting is contagious when the shots are going in, but that can apply as well when they're not going in. And, you know, we can talk about the missed shots, but the defenses from these two teams have just been everywhere.
Yeah, it's very stifling right now, and the misses do seem to be a little contagious for both of these teams. It's only a matter of time before shots start dropping, but with 2 defensive focused squads like this, you can't expect too high scoring of a quarter here.
Remember, the Redhawks are in the bonus, so a foul on the floor, and that'll send the ball to the free throw line, makes her first. The Wall lines up her second. You always wonder, too, a game of this type of magnitude, you wonder how much nerves are playing into the misses as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you get nervous early in the game, late in the game. You're thinking about that gold medal already. It could definitely play a factor.
Definitely feels real now for both of these teams. Polsterero, shot won't go.
Both of these teams have just been ice cold from behind the arc so far.
Gus uses the screen from Schmidt. Gus driving, layup, no! Another shot on the follow is good from Schmidt.
Good take by Gus. Schmidt's there to clean it up, but yeah, once again, this switchy defense from Jasper causing some issues.
Rebels looking to slow things down a little bit. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Posterero keeps it. Now goes to the free throw line. Holt, Posterero, corner, three. No! A little long. Offensive rebound by Caitlin Klimek. Here's a three from Busenius. Won't go. We know she has that shot in her bag. Hasn't fallen yet in the first quarter. Gus has to get a shot away. Just a couple seconds left. Drives at the last moment, was blocked. Did go out of bounds, and they will say the clock hit zeros. That'll do it for the first quarter. Stifling defense both ways. Rebels lead the Redhawks 9-8.
Across Alberta, school sport is more than just competition. It's about community, developing character, and growth. We are proud to unveil our new name, School Sport Alberta. Rooted in integrity, driven by access, and powered by opportunity, this new brand reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach, and school across the province. From championship events that inspire, to mentorship for athletic directors, to new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality beef and bring the best in nutrition to the plate. With unmatched nutritional value, beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein-packed to keep muscles strong, helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite, and its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
Welcome back to the Saville Centre. Both teams playing great defense in the first quarter. 9-8 is the lead for the Jasper Place Rebels. Connor Toffin joined by Riley Turgeon. It's been a tight game. You know, the nice thing about these low-scoring games is neither team can really build too big of a lead. It's going to be a tight one.
Yeah, absolutely. Nail-biter energy is what this game is giving so far. And, yeah, defense has been the name of the game. Both these teams sticking by that early on.
Feels like a game where if you have support for either of these teams, you're just going to have to grit your teeth, clench your knuckles a little bit, and just grit through it. It's been physical. And as we mentioned, it's the 1-point lead for the Rebels. Redhawks. Newman draws the foul and goes to the line. We did see a ton of fouling in the first quarter for the Rebels, and one already here early on the shot. Newman to the line for two. We do want to take a moment to thank the Sport, Physical Activity and Recreation branch of the Ministry of Tourism and Sport with the Government of Alberta, who's the funding provider to the SSA. The funds received from this area of the government are put towards enhancing the quality of life for Albertans. First free throw went in for Newman, and Newman's second one is good as well.
Maybe that's what Newman needs, just to get right back on track there. She's a good offensive player. She just needs to see that ball fall through the hoop.
Raymond won earlier today against McGrath. Dominant showing from Raymond. Winner of today's game will play the Comets in a provincial gold medal game. Also worth noting, winner of this semifinal game will clinch a medal. There's a three from the corner. I think that's our first three of the game. It comes from Kyla Bednarik.
Nice look for Bednarik there. Nobody's covering her out on the wing there, and able to get the first three of the game.
Comets won in dominant fashion over the McGrath Pandas. Loser of this game will play at 11 a.m. tomorrow. First tip-off of the day from the Saville Centre. That'll be for a bronze medal. First free throw is good. from Caitlin Klimek. Second one is up, bounces around a bit, but good as well. Rebels cut it back to a 2-point deficit. Feels like the shots may be starting to fall a little bit here in the second quarter. Bednarik goes to Newman. Schmidt couldn't find a pass, worked it down to Abinda and puts it in. Abinda maybe the best Red Hawk in the first quarter.
Abinda was jumping up and down for that pass from Schmidt and finally was able to get it to her. She's been owning that low post so far.
Taken away by Gus. Redhawks are out and running here to start the second quarter. Gus gonna take it coast to coast. Now go back to the 3-point line. A shot fake, Bednarik up, no good. Abinda tips the rebound out of bounds. It'll be Rebels ball.
Now into the game for GP. We have number 5, Caitlin Amagawa, and number 12, Haley Mostrero.
Here we go. Let's see if these Rebels can set up anything on offense here. We get an open 3.
Won't go for Amagawa.
That's the look they want, though. They want those threes to start dropping. Screen off the ball handler and get an open look on the other side of the 3-point line.
Into the post they go to Newman. Quick swing to the outside. Gus, 3, it's in!
I think the Redhawks like that corner. That's the second 3 from that spot on the court. Building their lead to 7 points now. Timeout.
In 2 minutes and 24 seconds here in the second quarter, the Redhawks have outscored their first quarter total. Just 8 in the first quarter, 10 already here in the second. Here's another look at the 3.
Yeah, what a
Sorry, that was
shot
Abinda.
here. Oh,
Abinda before.
I think they're finally starting to feel comfortable out there on the court. This is a veteran-heavy team, this Redhawks team. They've been here before. They have that pedigree. They're just like the game we called earlier with FX. They're going through the motions, and they're starting to find their footing.
Sometimes against a fast defense, especially when they're settling into a zone, the start of the game can be tough. You're not in rhythm yet. You took some jump shots in warm-ups, but you haven't felt that kind of pressure yet today. And then you start to get used to it as the game goes along, and it never comes easy, but things can start to come a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's all about that feel. You know, it feels different in warm-ups, but once you have somebody draped on your backside, those shots start to miss a little bit. But I think these Redhawks have figured out this defensive scheme by the Rebels, so it's only a matter of time before the Rebels eventually crack the Redhawks defense here. They've been getting some open shots, they just haven't been falling through.
Backer will go to Amagawa. Sizing up to the left now, a quick crossover to the right by some space. Might have taken a bit of a whack across the arms, no whistle though. And now Newman will take it the other way. Gus, quick trigger on the 3, short, rebounded by Abinda. Somehow dribbles out of traffic. Back up to Gus. Newman. Mid-range jumper, no good. Another fight for the rebound. Abinda right in the middle of it, but eventually it's knocked over to Grace Backer. Quickly goes to Caitlin Klimek. Klimek puts it on the floor, stops her dribble, and hands it off to Polsterero. Polsterero defended perfectly by Newman. Here come the Redhawks quickly. Newman down to the lane. Foul. It'll go against Grace Backer. And it'll be Ellis Schmidt to the free throw line. A couple more attempts. Second foul on the Rebels here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was working for the Rebels in the first quarter here, but they haven't been able to get it going. They're two low posts. They're trying to get it down to Posterero or Holt, but they just can't seem to get them open right now. But that's been their bread and butter on offense.
First one's good for Ellis Schmidt. Lines up the second, and that one's good as well. 9-point lead all of a sudden for the Redhawks. They've got 12 here in the second quarter. There's a look with the left. Rebels needed one to fall. It had been a while, and Caitlin Klimek breaks the drought.
Nice take by Klimek there. The Rebels really needed to score there, or else this game could start getting out of hand.
Travel hauled against the wall. Got a substitution coming in for the Rebels. We will get our first look at Capuire, who comes in for Abby Holt. Now we got a timeout on the floor as well. 20-13 is the lead for the Western Canada Redhawks.
And this is pretty much what we expected. Pre-game, two defensive teams who know each other inside out. We weren't expecting offensive fireworks by any means, and this has been a grit and grind kind of game.
We have Massey rating now. We have coaches doing Massey rating.
Unreal.
Here, yeah, and so the Jasper Place Rebels ranked second in Massey rating. You might be able to guess who the first place team was. Hint, we've already seen them play today. It was Raymond.
Wow.
And yeah, it was close at the top. Raymond with a 36.77. And the Rebels with a 35.71. So this is a defense wins championship type of weekends. The supporters of that saying are feeling pretty good.
Yeah. That'd be some matchup too. Raymond versus defense number 1 versus defense number 2. That'd be quite the matchup. But right now, the Rebels have got to look to escape this scoring drought they've been on right now. Down 7.
Once again, the Rebels did beat the Redhawks 2 of 3 times that they played this year. Just a 7-point game. Down to the corner, dribbled off of Capuire and out. Jasper Place, no doubt the younger team in today's game as well. Redhawks have quite a few graduating players. Looks like we got a foul as Newman put the shot up. The ball hit the score clock, sorry, that was the whistle there. Got a foul for real this time.
These refs are not letting anything slide today.
That one's going to go against Ashley Newman. No, and I think in a provincial game like this, the calls are the calls, but you want that tone set early, and you want it to be officiated consistently throughout the game, right? So if you're going to let them play. But today feels like a lot of the contact will be called. It is being officiated by the book. Like I said, Riley, sometimes they let them play more in playoffs and provincials, but I never hate to see it called by the book.
No. Good take by Backer back there. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
Managawan pulls down the rebound. Rebels in a 7-point hole. Backer will go to Caitlin Klimek. Klimek puts it on the floor. Takes a look against the wall. Now they go back to the outside. Backer. Nice scoop layup. Cuts it to a 5-point game.
Backer somehow able to put that one in the hoop. Looked like an awkward release, but it worked.
Newman. Oh, on the other end, another nice layup. Newman gives the Rebels a response layup. Back to a 7-point game.
Yeah, the Rebels might want to be careful if they get Newman going here. She's arguably one of Western's best players, and she's got a crafty skill set.
For 3, Basinius won't go. Amanagawan with the rebound. Puts up a wild shot with the right. She wasn't even facing the hoop when she released that. An athletic lay-in for Amanagawan. And the Rebels cut it back to 5.
Unreal play.
Risky pass along the baseline as Bednarik was trying to cut to the hoop. And the Rebels ran them out of room. Such a great facility here at the Saville Centre, where the University of Alberta Golden Bears and Pandas call home. Had some good basketball teams here in recent years, by the way, as well. There's been a lot of good basketball played on this court. Turnover by the Rebels. It'll be Redhawks ball. Great facility. I've heard good things about the court from players. And sometimes you get a court that's got some dead zones or whatever. I've heard great things about this court here at the Saville. The lighting's good. We got a great angle on the game. Lots of good stadium seating. It's a great place to play basketball.
Absolutely.
Turnover. Postorero takes it away. Driving, puts it up with the left, won't go. And Gus, good result with it.
Really good transition defense by the Redhawks there.
Contested mid-range shot, won't go, but Yakaskady will pull down the rebound. Bednarik turns around, took a quick look, gives it up to Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up with the right. Oh, she puts it in. No, they're going to call a travel. Looked for a moment like we'd have a crazy and one, but the bucket will not count. And it'll be Rebels ball.
Yeah, that's the right call there. Schmidt pinballed off of a Rebel and then off her own teammate on the same foot, but what an unreal shot.
Postorero hands it to Busenius. Oh, nice move through traffic, but can't make the layup. Fight for the rebound. And it'll be possession arrow to the Rebels. With 3:02 to go in the second quarter. Both teams came out scoring the ball a little better, specifically the Redhawks, but all of a sudden both teams kind of back into a scoring drought. Rebels with just 7 points, 8 points rather, here in the second quarter.
Nice look by Busenius there. Run a little high post down the low part of the net. Easy basket for her.
Make it 10 points now for the Rebels. Western Canada with 14. Got a foul. And it'll go against the Redhawks. Neither team in foul trouble here. That's just the third on the Redhawks.
Now on court for Western, we have number 12, and place of number 22,
Aaliyah Binda back into the game for Kyla Bednarik. Two and a half minutes left to go in the second quarter. Caitlin Klimek, handoff to Postorero. Busenius, quick trigger on the three. No, just short. We've seen Busenius think a lot of those before. Hasn't gotten the shot to fall yet, but Redhawks won't want to rely on leaving her open. Here's a three on the other end. That one's short as well.
Close. That's the corner that the Redhawks have been liking to shoot from. She couldn't get that one to drop.
Postorero inside, Holt, lots of traffic, finds an opening and puts it in.
Big bucket by Postorero there. Nice move down low. Little shimmy shake, pump fake, basket.
Loudest the crowd has been today. Rebels pull it to within one. Timeout called by Western Canada with 1:52 to go here in the second quarter. So Sheldon Brady calls the timeout. Redhawks still up by one, but feels like maybe the Rebels offense starting to figure things out right now.
Yeah, this game has been like a pendulum, back and forth, back and forth. The Rebels seem to be finding their groove with Postorero down low. The Redhawks have no answers for her when she's within 3 feet of the basket.
It'll be the last timeout that the Redhawks can call here in the first half, then they will reset back to 3 in the second. We expected a tight game, and that is exactly what we're getting. Even though we're near halftime, it also feels like we're in round 2 of like a 13-round championship fight right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams have been throwing haymakers at each other.
Redhawks with it. Could sense the energy in the gym starting to pick up here as well. It's getting a little louder. Both teams' benches getting into it a little more. Rebels have quite a bit of support out today. Outside, and it's a travel called against Galkaskady.
Yeah, it's just that's the third or fourth time the Redhawks have gotten hit with a travel on their own end, and it's just killing their drives.
Klimek handoff to Pocerero. They'll leave it for Busenius. Quick pull on the 3. I wonder if Bednarik got a fingertip on that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a pass or a three-pointer attempt.
Just the angle of it either. Bednarik got a finger on it, or it was a pass down low from Busenius. Either way, Bednarik's presence affecting that play. There's a shot from Newman, the 3. Looked good out of the hands, but a touch long. Abinda up with the left. Good again. Abinda has been the biggest difference maker in this game so far. Down low on the other end. It's in for the Rebels. Abinda was on the floor on the other end, and Abby Holt took advantage.
Yeah, great take by Abinda, crashing through the paint like we've seen earlier in this game. I don't think she started this game, but she's been the spark plug for them off the bench, and she hasn't sat since.
By the way, great read. Alyssa Gerhardt, the Rebels head coach, is going to love that one. See a player down on one end, you know you're going to have an open player on the other. Turned over to Abby Holt right in the paint. 3. Long. Rebounded by Klimek. Foul is on the floor. Western Canada, that's their 4th foul, so next one will be in the bonus if we are to get another on the floor, but overall not a bad one to take there. Forces the Rebels to inbound the ball again.
Let's see if the Rebels rush a shot here, or they slow it down and look for the best shot.
Busenius quickly in the post, puts it in! Quick lead change late in the first half. Last look for the Redhawks. Gus hoists up a 3, no! 25-24. Two defenses that will just not give in. Rebels led by 1. It was 9-8 after the first quarter, now up 25-24. The scoring ticking up just a notch. They tied the second quarter 16-16. This is just great energy to this game right now.
Yeah, and it's shaping up to be a really great fourth quarter, and it's going to come down to who can make a three-pointer, who can make the big shot, because these teams are neck and neck right now, and that's really what it's going to take.
Got about 10 minutes till the second half. It is a 1-point game. Rebels, Redhawks, who will play Raymond in the finals. They got 20 minutes to figure it out.
Across Alberta, school sport is more than just competition. It's about community, developing character, and growth. We are proud to unveil our new name, School Sport Alberta. Rooted in integrity, driven by access, and powered by opportunity, this new brand reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach, and school across the province. From championship events that inspire, to mentorship for athletic directors, to new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality beef and bring the best in nutrition to the plate. With unmatched nutritional value, beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein-packed to keep muscles strong, helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite, and its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
Welcome back to the Saville Centre. Jasper Place Rebels, Western Canada Redhawks. Connor Toffin joined by Riley Turgeon on this IC Live Procast. Riley, they don't get any tighter than this. And quite frankly, we don't have to say a lot to describe the first quarter. You can kind of sum it up into a few words. See if I can actually fit into a few. Defense, fouling. What do you want for the third?
I mean, a three-pointer would be nice. I think we have 2 on the game. If we get the 5 3-pointers in the game, I'd be pretty happy with that. But yeah, this has been the epitome of defense wins championship mantra. Both these teams live it, they breathe it. They're out here on the court giving 100% effort every time they're on the defensive end, and it's just been stifling.
The Redhawks are 18-time city champions out of Calgary now. This is arguably Calgary's best against Edmonton's best. It really doesn't get any better than this in a provincial championship. Any other year, if Raymond wasn't as good as they were, this could easily be a gold medal game. 2 very quality teams doing battle. It's a 1-point game, 25-24 for the Rebels. And it really does feel like a coin flip. We talked about it a little bit amongst ourselves at halftime, but one thing I love about these more defensive games is when the buckets aren't full, every single made shot feels so much more important. And it might not take a player scoring 10, 15 points here in the second half to become, we'll call it like MVP of the game. It might take just one timely shot, and we don't know when that's going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for all we know, the timely shot could be midway through the third period, and that could be really it for both these teams. It just feels like they're one run away from one of these teams running away with it.
We are underway. Second half. School Sport Alberta Provincial Championships. Here's a quick 3. Basinius, can she get it going? First one won't go. It was contested. Redhawks closed out quickly. Taken away by Basinius. Basinius driving. 1 on about 3. That one will go.
Missed the first shot. Steals the ball. Goes coast to coast. Gets a bucket for her squad here to go up 3.
Newman. Working against Caitlin Klimek. They'll quickly go back up to Gus. Screen set by Bednarik. Gus turns, passes. 3. Newman, no. Basinius driving again, goes up, strong, and draws the foul.
Before this game, we were told Ambry Basinius is a player to watch on this team, and she had a slow first half, but she's been getting things going so far early in this third period here.
First free throw won't go, and as we mentioned, you don't know when that shot's going to come. That changes this whole game around. A relatively small 8 or 9-0 run could do it, but Basinius goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Wonder how much that steal and the coast-to-coast bucket for Basinius could play into this game. Pass up top. Alcascati now into the corner. Gus. 3 doesn't go. Bednarik after the rebound was saved. Gus. They'll hit Newman on the cut. Shot doesn't go, and it's out of bounds off of a Redhawk.
Yeah, Newman's got to be frustrated in this game. She's had a lot of good looks, just can't seem to have the ball fall her way. She has a couple points on the board, but nothing to the standard I'm sure she holds herself to.
Caitlin Klimek stops just inside the free throw line. Will give a quick bounce pass into the lane. Holt goes up with the left, a travel. Shot didn't go, but it was already turned over. Redhawks ball. Gus looks for Newman. Bednarik has been good in this game, so has Abinda. Kaskady up with the right, won't go. Abinda fighting for the rebound, and Backer sneaks into there and takes it away just as it looked like Abinda was going to get it. Backer up top, open three, Klimek, no.
Yeah, that's a good look for Klimek. I'm sure she would have liked to nail that one for her team. Once again, the Rebels are looking a little more comfortable on offense right now to start out this game, more so than the Redhawks.
Just the 2 points in the half so far, scored by Basenius. There's a shot from Abinda, rebound in from Backer. Went to Basenius quickly, lost her dribble, gathers and goes back to Backer. Backing down Gus. At some point it's just a challenge how many times I can say back in the possession. They'll kick it back up to Caitlin Klimek. Basenius, three, got tipped. It was tipped by Newman. And the ball goes out of bounds off of a Rebel.
I know we said earlier that Amanda Buss is a little banged up, but I gotta say she looks like she has her foot speed on defense. She looks pretty healthy out there.
It's funny what adrenaline can do in a game like this.
Yeah.
Especially for a player the quality of Amanda Gus. Goes in with the left, stops her dribble. Foot's looking okay there. First bucket for the Redhawks here in the third quarter. Klimek a handoff to Basenius. A little bit of space. Redhawks defense collapses. Leaves the three for Backer. No. Taken by Newman. We are back to a 1 point game. Just one bucket on each side here in the third quarter. There's a lay-in for Newman.
Newman with the soft little finger roll again. Nice look on off the pick and roll. She decided to take it herself.
Klimek. Basenius traveled.
Yeah, both these teams are moving their feet a little too much once they handle those passes.
I think so much of that, though, Riley, is from all the defensive pressure. Feels like you put the ball on the ground and there's already hands in the cookie jar trying to poke away at it when you have that pressure all over you.
Yeah.
You would imagine throughout the year that these are two teams that probably don't make this many mistakes offensively, but it feels like both of them have met their match on the other side of the ball defensively here in the provincial semifinal. We got a foul. Once again, for how physical it is, not a ton of fouls here in the third quarter. That's just our second one called altogether and our first against the Rebels.
Subbing in for the Rebels, we have number 10, Kepjo Kapure.
First free throw from Gal Kaskady's good. And the second one up and good as well. Makes it a 3 point game. Little mini run here for the Redhawks. Backer will go to Basenius. Backer again, got blocked. Either Abinda or Gal Kaskady got a hand on it, but a mid-range jumper made by Caitlin Klimek will cut the deficit back to 1.
Nice find, Klimek. Little 8-foot jumper there. Easy money. Make it a 1 point game.
Bednarik up top for DeWall. Shot clock running down. 5 seconds. DeWall can't find space. Gets tipped out by a Rebel. And probably a good idea there for Gal Kaskady not to touch it. It'll at least give them a look on the inbound pass with just 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
It's got to be a quick three here if you're the Redhawks.
Tough inbound pass from the corner. They find Abinda. A little bit of room. Shot won't go. Abinda pulls down the rebound. And we got a tie-up. Possession arrow will stay with the Redhawks.
I like that play. Give it to Abinda down low. You know, misses the shot but gets her own rebound and then get possession back.
Good chance of drawing contact there as well. Here's an open three off the inbound. It's in! Ashley Newman gets one to fall. It's a 4-point lead for the Redhawks.
That's got to feel good for Newman, knocking down a three. She's been trying to hit that all day.
Klimek. Amanagawan to the corner. Backer. Pass was a little wide, and Backer couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, just a tough pass. Kind of at the feet there. That's a hard one to pick up.
Gus will bring it up. Bednarik. Abinda drives, looking for contact, makes the lay-in.
Yeah, they're giving Abinda too much space there. They're letting her charge her way to the basket, and you just can't do anything about that. She's putting her shoulder down, and she's going straight to the rack.
Besenius stops her dribble, puts it up with the left, doesn't go. Newman with the rebound. Will hand it off to Gus. Long pass up court, finds the hands of Bednarik. Bednarik, quick trigger on the three. Redhawks lead by 9.
There's that run we were talking about. Bednarik, little stutter step. Wasn't sure if she wanted to take that shot or not. Nails the three-pointer. 9-point game.
That 9-point lead feels so much more insurmountable as well when you talk about the game that we've had.
Yeah, 9 feels like 19 in games like this.
It has been tight the whole way through. That's pretty much the first run we've seen all game long. It's been a bucket here, a bucket there, trading back and forth. We've yet to really see a team grab momentum like the Redhawks have here in the third quarter.
Yeah, if I'm the Rebels right now, I might think about just, you know, trying to get that transition offense going. It's been they haven't been pushing as much as they can be against this Redhawks team. Get your players on the wings. Get Postorero down low or high post and try to get her the ball and see if she can make something happen down low.
Do want to take a moment to thank the Sport, Physical Activity and Recreation branch of the Ministry of Tourism and Sport with the Government of Alberta, who's a funding provider to the SSA. The funds received from this area of the government are put towards enhancing the quality of life for Albertans. Amanagawan, free throw line jumper, good look, but can't get it to fall. Kalkaskady goes to Gus. Gus, free throw line jumper on the other end, and it goes for Western Canada. They have scored 16 points in this third quarter. Things are starting to open up offensively. Amanagawan, entry pass. They are looking for Postorero down low. Too much contact, it'll be 2 free throws. Just like I said, Riley, get it to one of the bigs down low. And see if you can get an easy shot or make your way to the free throw line.
And it looks like Western's starting to double Postorero as soon as she gets that paint touch, which is good news for the rest of the Rebels because that means somebody's wide open for a three-pointer.
As we mentioned, 10 points in this game. Feels like a mile to come back, but in the end, it's just 10 points. Couple stops, couple threes, and all of a sudden, it's a 1 or 2 possession game again. We're back to a 9-point game. Abinda tried to send it down low. Rebels with hands all over it, and they force the turnover.
Yeah, right through the wickets of Schmidt and Gus. Nobody could handle that pass.
Paneluk. They'll work it quickly up top to Posterero. Here's a three. Backer, yes!
Great play, and what a great pin down screen by Panteluk to free Backer to get that wide open three-pointer there. Great play design.
Abinda up top. Jim's getting a little louder here again. Here's the three the other way. Gil Cascady puts it in.
Okay, we're going shot for shot here. Gil Cascady comes back with one, says, I can do that too.
Offense opening up here in the third quarter. We got a whistle. And an offensive foul against Jasper Place.
That's a momentum killer for Jasper.
Redhawks stay in control. Gus, guarded by Backer. Holt helps for a moment. Tons of contact here, and Amanagawan, will pick up the foul. It was on the shot, so Gus will go to the free throw line.
2 shots for Amanda Gus.
Amanda Gus has been so good running this Redhawks offense today. Even when it wasn't firing on all cylinders, it felt like Gus was always in control and dictating the pace of this basketball game.
And that's what you want from your lead guard. She never looked panicked. She never looked out of it. She kept her team in this game, and look where they are now, up 10.
Rebels held the slightest of leads after the first quarter and the second quarter. They were up 9-8 after one, 25-24 after two. 9 points here in the third quarter. They haven't been able to keep up with the Redhawks so far. Amanagawan trying to change that. The shots are starting to fall. They cut the deficit back to 8.
I like that shot selection. Fake up top, dribble down for a more makeable jumper right there.
Bednarik pass was tipped. And Cascady will collect it. A minute to play, and we got to travel against the Redhawks. Rebels are going to get the ball back. I think the other thing to mention too would be that as good as this Redhawks offense has been here in the third quarter, never to count out the Rebels defense. An 8-point lead. No doubt the Redhawks still have some scoring to do. Here's a three. Backer, no. Long rebound taken by Paneluk. Paneluk still with it, finds an opening. Layup won't go. Abinda will go off the floor and get it to Gil Cascady. Bednarik, quick trigger on the three. No good, a wrestling match for the rebound between Paneluk and Gil Cascady. And they will give the foul to Gil Cascady.
Yeah, Paneluk's been battling for a lot of these offensive boards. Came down on this end and then down here battling with the Redhawks, get that defensive board, draw a foul.
Got just a half a minute to go in the quarter. Backer. Down low, quick swing pass, corner three, good look, doesn't go. They had Paneluk, that's the shot they wanted, but it doesn't fall.
Yeah, not much you can say about that one, just in and out, that's bad luck. That was a great look.
Another millimeter stronger. You're looking at a 5-point game right now. Instead of the Redhawks, 7-point lead, they can hold it for last shot. Gus uses the screen from Schmidt. Gus drives, draws contact, and will go to the line, looking to make it a double-digit lead.
Oh, man, I think Holt was there on that one, but, you know, the refs have been calling it all day. Gus at the line for two.
First free throw is true. Big free throw. Trying to make it a double-digit lead. It was right through the middle. Nothing but net on both of those for Amanda Gus. Rebels have to work quickly. They'll hoist it from half court. It won't go. And that will put an end through 30 minutes. It is the Western Canada Redhawks 46, the Jasper Place Rebels at 36. Redhawks hoping they've done enough, hoping to be 10 minutes away from a provincial berth into the gold medal game.
Across Alberta, school sport is more than just competition. It's about community, developing character, and growth. We are proud to unveil our new name, School Sport Alberta. Rooted in integrity, driven by access, and powered by opportunity, this new brand reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach, and school across the province. From championship events that inspire, to mentorship for athletic directors, to new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality beef and bring the best in nutrition to the plate. With unmatched nutritional value, beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein-packed to keep muscles strong, helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite, and its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
Ten minutes left to play from the Saville Centre on an IC Live Procast. Rebels, Redhawks. Rebels out to a 10-point lead after a great third quarter. They outscored the Rebels by 11. But still 10 minutes left to play. Rebels hoping that they can shoot their way back into this game. Right now it is Amanda Gus, right in the middle of your frame, wearing number 2 in the Redhawks, who have taken control of this game. Winner will play the Raymond Comets tomorrow night for a provincial gold. Loser goes to the bronze medal game against the McGrath Pandas. Backer. Down low. Here's an open look. Capuire puts it to 7.
Huge shot by Capuire. Wow. Wide open. I don't think anybody was expecting her to take that shot, but she nailed it.
Abinda in traffic, defended by Capuire. Wisenius grabbed the rebound. Backer. Polsteraro drives baseline, stops her feet, pass a little wide. Klimek, though, able to collect. Back down low, Capuire heating up at the start of the fourth quarter. Has cut this Western Canada lead in half from 10 to 5.
Keep feeding her. Seems to be working. 5-point game.
Capuire has been the spark that the Rebels have needed in defense again. She's had a 3, a 2, and now 2 shots defended on defense. Backer goes in and puts it in. Rebels are 3 for 3.
That's how you respond. This team is resilient. And look where they are now, only down 3. The Rebels are finally starting to get comfortable on offense. We were seeing it emerge in the third quarter here, and now early on this fourth. They look all right on offense now.
They have been averaging 12 points a quarter. They have 7 in the first 88 seconds here in the fourth. Melissa Gerhardt, Rebels head coach. She'll be happy with that.
Oh, I think so. I'm sure she's telling her team right now, keep your foot on the gas. Don't let these Western Redhawks in, because you leave that door open a crack, they will storm back. Especially when you have Amanda Gus as your point guard. She has been a steadying force out there for the Redhawks all game.
8.5 minutes left to play. A 10-point lead that, the way this game was going, felt a lot bigger than 10. We were wondering if it was surmountable. And in under a minute and a half, the Rebels have nearly eviscerated that 10-point lead. You like the use of the timeout there by Sheldon Brady, Western Canada coach?
I like it. Stop the bleeding a bit. You know, they're starting to run. The Rebels were starting to build some momentum. Take a timeout. Take a beat. Talk to your team. Calm them down. 3.
Bednarik, no. Abinda fighting for the rebound. Capuret stayed in there. And Backer will take it up. Here's Capuret again. Defended well by Abinda, hustling back in transition.
Abinda wanted that chase down block. She almost had it too.
Abinda up with the left and in.
She will just not be denied on that dribble drive. She keeps going to the rack and nobody can stop her. They might have to throw 2 bodies on Abinda.
Backer guarded by Bednarik. We'll go quickly to Postorero. Postorero has a size advantage, but she'll have an open 3. Too strong. Long rebound outside the 3-point line taken by Ellis Schmidt. And they'll leave it for Gus.
Gus calling for an ISO here. Wants the screen.
Cross goes through the legs. Now switched onto by Capuret. They'll go outside, swing it to Bednarik. Bednarik outside, long 3. Newman, no. Shot clock was running down. Newman had to hoist it up.
And there's that switchy defense by the Rebels, just showing why they're one of the best teams in the province on defense. Just not able to find a single open passing lane and making a tough shot.
Three for Backer. From the wing. Had the line. Obinda. Gus. Guarded by Postorero. Shot clock running down. 3 seconds. Gus. Obinda. Driving. And a violation. Tell you what, though, in a low-scoring game, it's 2 of the last 3 possessions where we've had 24-second violations, and for Western Canada, it's better than a quick miss. Waste almost a whole minute of game time.
That's true, and I don't know if that's a strategy of theirs, but you know what? It's working in their favor.
Trying to bleed out the clock, not intentionally, but
nice move.
There's Klimek. Redhawks with bodies everywhere on the rebound. Newman. Bednarik. Outside, they'll go to DeWall. DeWall traveled.
3 straight possessions that have led to turnovers for this Redhawks team here.
Backer goes up with the right. Rebounded and put in by Capuret. Back to a 1-possession game.
Huge putback by Capuret. And she's been a spark plug for the Rebels in this 4th quarter here. They're running with a 2-big lineup, and it seems to be working quite well.
Postorero, lots of contact. Defended well. Once again, I say contact doesn't mean there should be a foul. Basketball is a contact sport.
Yeah, Postorero just looking to draw a foul there. And really great defense by the Redhawks to not get their hand caught in the cookie jar.
Both teams still with 2 timeouts. Neither team in foul trouble. There's only been 1 foul here in the fourth quarter. It was to the Redhawks. Abinda up to Galkaskady. Abinda tries to pass it tight in the lane to Newman. Didn't go. DeWall will go to Galkaskady. Tough shot from the post. Rebounded by Capuire. And they'll move it quickly to Posterero. Backer. Quick hesitation. Blocked by Abinda. Got all ball there as Klimek was driving.
Good hands by Abinda.
3. Galkaskady puts it in.
That's a big shot.
They double the lead from 3 to 6. Klimek. Open mid-range. On the rebound, it's Capuire. 3. Backer. No. Rebounded by Abinda. The battle down low between Abinda and Capuire right now is a pleasure to watch. Here's a 3. Shot won't count. Travel. Kind of at that point of the game where 4 minutes and 6 seconds feels like a lot of time, but a couple more misses for the Rebels and a couple more makes for the Redhawks, and this one can be over quick. Holt will move it to Amenagawan. Capuire checked out of the game. Amenagawan up with the right. Can't get the layup to go. 6-point lead for the Redhawks. Here's Gus. Won't use the screen. They go to the corner. Newman has had heavy minutes tonight as we expected. Shot, no. Galkaskady on the rebound. Fight for it, and a foul called. Just our second of the fourth quarter here. It will go against, I believe, Backer. My belief was right. Abinda to inbound. Lots of time being used up on this Redhawks possession. They've also had a reset of the shot clock. Gus, quick 3 off the backboard. Another 2, sorry. Galkaskady doesn't go. Wrestling match for the ball. That one got physical. Abinda and Holt tie up.
You love to see it when 2 people go for the ball and whoever rips it out of the other person's arms. Who wants it more?
Newman hands it off to Bednarik. Shot clock down to 6. Diving play, and it's a foul. Amenagawan tried diving for the ball, but ended up running into Gus. I'll tell you what, Gus is shaking it off, but you can tell it didn't feel too good.
Yeah, she's laboring through this game. And you always know there's a certain spot where you land, you can always feel it.
There is a number of Redhawks. We were told they were banged up, a number of them beyond what we've mentioned. There's a 3 for Galkaskady, who are wearing braces. The feet, the ankles, the knees have taken beatings. It's about half their team, but they have battled out to a 9-point lead. 3 for Amenagawan. Now Basinius keeps the Rebels alive.
Wow, big shot for Basinius there. And I thought the Redhawks might have had that one gift wrap for them on that last 3-pointer. Still game.
To the corner. Redhawks using a lot of clock again. Bednarik late in the shot clock puts up a wild attempt that goes.
Unbelievable. How did Bednarik get that to fall? Rebels got to go, though. 2 minutes. They got to start shooting.
Down by 8. Amenagawan will line up a 3. No. Gus will take it out. Gus slows it down. The leader, the facilitator of this Redhawks offense. Now Abinda. She's been great today. And this was forced. Basenius in transition. Yes! Back to a 6-point game, under a minute and a half left to play. Gus defended by Backer. Rebels need a couple more stops. Hoping to charge back into this game late. Double thrown towards Gus. She'll dribble away Abinda. Here's a three. Gil Cascady looking for insurance. Can't get it to go. Boy, that one looked like it was off a Rebel. But they'll get the benefit of the whistle there. Don't know if a Red Hawk hand might have gotten into there.
Yeah, big break for the Rebels. Down 6. You gotta go.
Probably just a few more possessions left now. Backer fouled. It is, we'll call it a shooting foul.
Wow.
2 chances at the line for Grace Backer. Biggest free throws of the season, and the first one misses. Backer needs the second to cut it to a 5-point game and makes it. 60 seconds left to play. Redhawks with the ball on a 5-point lead. Galkaskady back up to Gus. Redhawks want to use as much clock as they can. They've used 14 seconds so far. Gus, now they got to try to find a shot. Newman driving, puts it in. Is that enough for the Redhawks to go to a gold medal game? Timeout taken by Alyssa Gerhardt.
And who else but number 9, Ashley Newman, making what could be the game winner for this team here. To put this one just enough out of reach that the Rebels may not be able to come back.
Rebels down by 7 will have to work quickly. The winner of this game is going to have about as tough of a gold medal game as you could imagine. Raymond was in control against the McGrath Pandas in our earlier semifinal. They won 89-60. But with the way these two defenses have played, whether the Redhawks can hold on or whether the Rebels can get a miracle late, I'd give both of them a pretty good chance. Game will be played right here at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. The loser will get McGrath at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. It'll be our first game of the day. That game against McGrath, there will still be a bronze medal on the line. Redhawks supporters starting to get into this game. They know they need just one more push, one more play. In Western Canada, we'll go to the gold medal game. The Rebels can still make it close, down by just 7. But they got to go quick, and they probably need some threes. Backer driving, looking for a quick shot. Backer lost her dribble. We'll go up top to Postorero. Postorero up with the right, draws the foul. That used a lot of clock. About 20 seconds expire. But Postorero will stop the clock and go to the free throw line for a couple. And the Rebels, regardless here, will probably have to play the foul game. First free throw is good. Gets it back to a 2-possession game. Now trying to cut it to 5. Second free throw is good. Rebels needed those. And Postorero comes up clutch. Western Canada still has 2 timeouts left. They'll use one of them. And we got under half a minute to play. Rebels cut into the lead a bit. Now to a 5-point game. Riley, I would expect Rebels probably going to try to force a turnover quick. That would be ideal. Otherwise, we're probably in foul time.
Yep, I think so. And if I'm the Rebels, I'm fouling anybody but Amanda Gus. I think she's been perfect from the line tonight. We don't have the stats up here with us, but from what I can recall, she hasn't missed a shot at the free throw line tonight.
Probably double her off the inbound.
Yeah, probably.
Might leave someone open.
Triple her, maybe.
Yeah, the next game we have coming up, be sure to stick around, should be a good one. McGrath Zenith and Holy Trinity Academy. They'll tip off around 7 o'clock. That on the men's side of the bracket. Winner of that game, all the games are semifinals today, will play the St. Francis Xavier Rams, who beat Strathcona earlier today. That one was a 1-point game heading into the third quarter, and then the Rams won it by 20. Into the fourth quarter, sorry. And then the Rams pulled away. We've seen some big runs in this gym today. Rebels need one, and they need it now. Full court press. They do get it to Gus, and they foul Gus. It'll be the Rebels' third foul. Still had fouls to give. They have to foul quick. That's why they let it go to Gus there. They were just at 2. They'll get it to Gus quickly again. They'll trap Gus. Long pass ahead. Abinda fouled. All works out the same. Killed out a couple more seconds. And Abinda goes to the line. Abinda with 2 free throws could pretty much put it away, but the first won't go. Rebound if Abinda was to miss again, so important. Free throws up, too strong. Fight for the rebound, it's Basenius. Rebels still alive. Basenius loses her dribble, tries to feed it across to Holt. And a miscommunication. That might do it for the Rebels.
Basenius was looking for, I believe, Holt right there. Holt just went a little too far in front of her, and she threw that one away.
Quick inbound to Newman. They have to foul now. Posterero gets the hand in, reach in, and the Rebels, the Redhawks rather, will go to the line. Pretty much at this point, you need at least one of these to miss. Newman can make both. Now just one more. A 3-possession game, and that would do it. Second one is up and good. In a weekend like this, no matter how much you struggle early on in the game, it's about when you make the plays. Ashley Newman with 2 huge free throws.
Yeah, 7-point game. Basically 10 seconds left on the clock. If you're the coach of the Rebels here, you're basically just saying 3, maybe hopefully draw a foul, get a 4-point play really quick, and then pray that whoever you send to the line misses both of your free throws.
And then a full court heave. We're getting into
exactly
double Hail Mary territory here. I've seen it happen before. More likely than not, they'd need 3s and turnovers. Even a foul, that extra second off the clock just might be too much at this point, too long.
Yeah. That's the thing about basketball at this level. It's never a guarantee when somebody goes to the stripe, they're going to get hit both. You always have a chance.
At any level, especially at this stage of the season, at this stage of the game. Rebels on their last breath. Posterero to inbound. They need a 3, and they need it as soon as this ball's in. They'll actually go down low to Backer. Won't go. Backer the rebound. Time ticking away. Backer another one, fighting for it. Abinda takes it, and that will do it. Redhawks will play for gold.
Great game by both of these teams, very well fought. The Redhawks found themselves down early, and then it was just a tight game. Once the Redhawks were able to pull within one, they got a big swing in the second half, and they were able to escape this game with a 7-point lead. But you know, it always felt closer than that.
It was tight early. Offense opened up quite a bit in the second half, but the Redhawks able to just get a few more shots to fall. Be sure to stick around. We'll have the sportswoman of the game coming up. Total team effort today. Talked a lot about Amanda Gus. The wall pitched in. Ella Schmidt was good on defense. Newman made some big shots. Galka Skady made a couple big threes in the fourth quarter. Abinda was all over it on both ends, especially early. And Bednarik was great as well. They all seen pretty big minutes for the Redhawks today. It wasn't easy. Western Canada wins by 7.
For the Jasper Place Rebels, number 2, Grace McCord. And for the Western Canada Redhawks, number 12, Aaliyah Abinda.
Grace Packer for the Rebels. Aaliyah Abinda for the Redhawks. It'll be Raymond. It'll be Western Canada. A gold medal tomorrow night. Be sure to stick around. Still got more basketball, of course we do. It never stops. One last semifinal game on the men's side. Holy Trinity, McGrath coming right up for this one. The Redhawks win it 60-53.